Hello everybody, welcome to use Focus Vocano-Jet digital UV printer. Let me introduce the machine for you. First, the spare parts for each printer. This is the wall view of the Vocano-Jet and the front side. The front side you will see this is the plastic flatbed. And the both ball rail for each side, the motion belt, the flatbed motor, the front limit sensor. And this one is the flatbed down motion switch, flatbed up motion switch, the LED UV light switch, and the online offline switch. And this one is the general power switch for the total machine, and the electronic voltage support. The right side of the front is, the first one is the power switch for top printer. And the Wi-Fi, and this one is not using for this printer. This one is the cancel and paper error message switch. And this one is ink changing switch for changing the ink cartridge. When you open the top cover, you will see the inside Epson printer. And this one is ink cartridge, the ink damper, and the LED UV light, the water cooling separation tube, the black UV ink tube, the transparent ink coat film, and the cartridge motor belt, the ball rail, cap station at the bottom of the cartridge, the printing head at the bottom of ink damper. And go here, you will find out the ink tube for each color. We have marked the color for each tube: cyan, magenta, white, black, and yellow. So just connect each ink tube to the ink bottle with the same color. And the bottom of the printer, you will see here is the waste ink tube. You just connect to the waste ink tank. And also the distributor connect to each ink bottle. On the top of the printer, you will see the USB port to connect the printer and the computer. So this is the instruction for each spare parts. After check each spare parts is not damaged when you get the machine, then you can start to check the machine by power on the machine first. The first one, you find out the general power switch at the left side of the printer. Press power on. And then you can press the flatbed by up and down. Press this button for make the flatbed down. This one for move the flatbed up. I will check this function is working well. Then we check another switch. The LED UV light switch. When you press to 1, it means the LED UV light is on. Place to 0 means the LED light is off. And this one is online offline switch to connect the printer and flap it. Okay, then after you power on the machine for the machine, then we go to power on the top printer by press this Epson power switch. Press for about 3 seconds. And you must to pull the flap it to the front. After you check each spare parts are not damaged when you get the machine, then we can start to power on the machine. The first step is power on the general power switch for the total printer. And then we find out the top Epson power switch at the right side of the machine. Before you press the power on, before you power on for the top printer, you need to move the flap it by hand to the front and make it detect it by the front limit sensor of this one. Make sure it's moved to this position. Then we go to power on the top Epson power. Press for more than 3 seconds. Then the machine to start your self-testing. When the green light back to ready without flashing, it means the top printer's power on succeed. Okay, so this is a step for how to power on the machine. Okay, the next step is how to power off the machine. Before you power off the machine, you need to make sure the flap bed is free without anything to damage the printer head. Then we press the top printer power switch again, more than 3 seconds. When the light is off, then we power off the general power switch. So this is step 2, how to power off the machine. The next one is teach you how to load the ink to the print head. First one, power on the machine, general power. Then power on the top printer power again. Don't forget to move the flap bed to the front before you power on the machine. Then place the ink changing line switch for more than 3 seconds. Then the cartridge will move out of the cap station. Because if you don't move the cartridge out of the cap station, the cartridge will be locked by the cap station, cannot be moved out to load the ink. So after it's moved out a little bit, without move, then we power off the general power switch electrically. So see you can move the cartridge freely by your hand. Okay, then we load the ink to the print head. Before you load the ink to the print head, you need to be sure the ink tube connect with the ink bottle succeed by each by collect ink label already. Then we find out the syringe that get by Focus Digital, and then take out each ink damper, connect with the syringe at this angle, and pour out about 3 to 5 milliliter ink. Then install back to the cartridge again. Please remember, if you load white ink for printer UV, the ink flow from the left to the right is yellow, black, is yellow, black, white, magenta, and cyan. Do not be wrong. If you load the wrong ink flow, the printed picture will be not correct. After load each color to the ink damper, and please check the installation of wear. Then remove the cartridge back to the home position, and power on the general power switch again. And power on top absent power. Move the flat bed to the front. Make sure the flat bed is moved to the front detected by the front limit sensor. When the top absent printers pop on succeed, then we need to do the head cleaning to make sure the ink is coming out from the ink damper to the print head. Then go to the waste ink tank. So we go to the computer. Find out the absent driver sensor. Print and fax 是副本吗？这个。Find out the Epson L 1800 print unity and go to the maintenance. Maintenance. 要有卷纸，但是只是设置吗？有没有？ Maintenance. Then we can find out the nozzle check, print head cleaning, print head alignment, and the big ink and the power cleaning. So if you have the first turn to load the ink to the print head, you just place by power cleaning. The power cleaning this one. After power cleaning, then you can go to do another check to check if all the ink is coming out to the print head. If still the ink cannot come out to print the head, then you do the head cleaning or normal cleaning or power cleaning again, just to be sure all the color must be printed out. For example, we do another check. Before you do another another check, you need to put a white paper on the top of the flat bed. and then let the flatbed move to the front, then move to the this one is the upper limit metal. To be sure, all the media cannot be over this metal, the surface of this metal. If the print media is over this metal, it will be hit by the print head. After that, we press the up and down motion switch to adjust the flatbed to move up. Then move to the front, and move to the back end. Then we press print. And also need to press the online button to make sure the flatbed is online with the printer, or the flatbed will not move. So this is not a check print status. So just check the print out status. If the print out like this, like top, it means all the ink are coming out. So no need to do the head cleaning again. If the print out result like some lines are not straight or like some color, so it means you need to do a head cleaning or pop cleaning again. So if all the color coming out, then we can we can start to print a job. For example, we print on the phone case.打印原始位置在哪里？打印原始位置。
这个
没有标线吗？
没有标线。大家第一次打下去看，在这上面定位。
For example, we print a picture on the phone case. First, we just put the phone case on the top of the flatbed. Then we move to the metal detect position. If the video is over the detect metal, so we just press the flatbed down switch. To make sure the media will not over the metal pieces. Then we move to the end and press online switch. Open the focus loop. First, we need to find out the file. Print the left and right guidelines. We set by black color, position 0 for right and left, and click on the print left and right guidelines, choose apply and OK. Then we load the picture to the RIP, and first we go to the layout setting. The paper size, it means the table size. We put by 33 times 48 centimeter. And output position, you can adjust what position you want to print, like top or middle. The scale is used for when you print more than one job, double copy. The copy is 0, 1, repeat X, Y, or put to 1. And then we go to print. First, we find out the print by stylus photo 1390. The port is Epson L1800 series, and check paper size off. Resolution for white is 1440 times 1440 dpi, and also you can choose other resolution. But must be pay attention that the white and the color resolution must be the same. The image type we choose by photography feeding. This one must be remembered that must put by standard. Speed for unit resolution for high resolution. If you put by bad resolution, the resolution will be lower but more fast. The wide angle dot size you can put by same dot size or large dot size. And the next one is for color. First one, the ink channel we choose by yellow, black, white, magenta, cyan. This ink flow is same as the ink cartridge and ink bottle. The ink limit you can put by 50 or 40. It depends on the ink quality. And the white ink you can also put 100 or 115 or 120. An ICT profile. You can use focus ICT profile or keep as default. And then we go to white. The white layer generation, the first one is fill all area. Then we place the white again. Then you will see the black area means white ink print area. If you put by 100% white, it means all the position that have pixel will be printed with white ink. And the gradient, white gradient, and positive. So this is dependent on your require. Normally we use by 100% white and any color pixel. So if you want to print with white ink to the black media, so first you need to print a white ink on the top of the black media first. Then we choose print. Then here we go to setting by white setting 1 and the color setting to 0. Cannot put both of these to 1. If we put both of these to 1, the print will get error. Then we start to keep print. So we will see the print start to printing. And also don't forget to turn on the LED light to make the cue. When the white ink starts printing finish, then do not touch the position for the printing media. Do not touch it. Do not touch the print and finish the job. Then we just need to pour. We need to press offline, and then remove the flat bed with the media to the back side again. And we choose print by color. We go to the focus group and do not touch any setting. We just click print again and back to the setting by white setting 0 and the color setting put to 1. Also, these two white setting and the color setting also cannot put to 1 for both of it. I have to keep 1 is 0, 1 is 1, then we print. Then the printer will start to print the color ink on the top of the white ink. Then we need to press online and waiting for the print to start printing. When the print head start moving, then we press the LED light power on. When the white color ink print finish, then you can move out. You can take out the printing media out of the flat bed. So this is the step to teach you how to print a job. After you print a job every day, then we need to do a maintenance. So the next step is teach you how to do maintenance for the print head and the machine. So every day after you print a job, you need to clean the cap station and the wiper. So the first step is place ink changing light about 3 seconds. Then the carriage will move out of the home position. So when the carriage moves out of the out of the home position, then we power off the general power switch directly and pull out the carriage. Then we will see the cap station is dirty. So we just find out the syringe. Connect with the transit tube and fill in some printing head cleaning solution. Then we fill in some head cleaning solution about 1 or 2 milliliters to the cap station. Then find out the printing tissue, the head cleaning tissue. And wipe the area, the rubber around the cap station and the wiper make it brand new. Make sure you clean the cap station already, and then we fill in some head cleaning solution again. Fill in the cap station, fill about 1 or 2 milliliter. Then we push back the carriage back to the home position. Make sure it's connected wire for keep weight print head. Then take off the cover to make the printer out of dusty. And also make sure the flap is out of anything, make it free. Okay, so this is all the information for Focus Vocano-Jet UV print instruction to teach you how to installation and maintenance the printer. Please contact with Focus Digital if you need any further technical support. Thank you.